Alright guys, so in today's video I'm gonna go over what I do for a living. Oftentimes, I have people asking me, and when they meet me, what I do, how did I achieve geography freedom, right? Because I travel all the time, I go to different cities, different countries, and that's because I'm able to work from home, right? So I'm gonna tell a little bit about my story and what I do for a living, and hopefully you'll find this insightful and that may inspire you to even take the same steps. So as of today, I have a consulting firm. So I work with companies that want to grow by advertising, mainly, majority of the time, on Google Ads. Okay, so I've been doing this for over 12 years now, and some of you probably already heard of this, but that's a skill that can be used in many different ways. So when I first got started after college, I was researching how to make money online. And this was back in, I would say, 2009, something like that. So I came across affiliate marketing, and basically what affiliate marketing is when you sell a product, the company will give you a commission for selling that product. Okay, so there's a lot of websites like that, affiliate networks that have that kind of program. But basically, you sell something, you get a commission. So I was doing that for a while, and then for about a year, I was having some good success. And then after that, Google came and changed the rules. Because mainly what I did the pay-per-click ads, which is Google Ads, and that kind of went away. So instead of researching new strategies, this and that, at the time, I decided to actually apply for a job. Back in Boston. Some of you already know this, but I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I grew up in Boston, and so I applied to work, for an agency. And I remember, I think the starting salary at the time, I was able to negotiate a good salary. I think I started with like 70K or something like that, or 75K at the time. And the reason why I was able to negotiate that and not go into an entry-level position, because I think entry-level nowadays is like 55K per month. And that, and even at an entry level, that kind of money is more than enough for you to be able to sustain yourself, not only in Brazil but in a lot of other countries. You'd be earning that kind of money here in Brazil, you'd be considered rich. You're gonna live like beachfront, and do a lot of things there. But anyway, so I was able to negotiate a good salary back in the day because I had the experience of running campaigns, my own campaigns, and I also did it for some people that I know, and I charged a small fee. So it wasn't like I didn't know what I was talking about. So I was able to negotiate a good salary back then. So I stayed at that company for 4 years, and then the last year I was already working from home. So this was way before when the pandemic became a thing, that everyone works from home now. It's kind of like normalized, at least in this field. So a lot of people can work remotely now because the company saw after the pandemic that the productivity didn't decrease. So these remote positions are super popular now. But, back in the day, I was already working from home. So that was cool. So I did that. Then I went back to consulting for about a year. So working with small agencies that had, that managed, that had clients that were like small businesses. So I was kind of like behind the scenes helping them manage the Google Ads account. It was kind of like white label service for a small business. And then after that, I joined another agency because that was very promising. It was kind of like a different scene where I worked with Fortune 500 companies. So a lot of big companies like Goodyear, Bose, Mass General Hospital, University of Massachusetts, MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, the #1 tech, university in the world. And so I was able to, so I stayed there for about 3 years and a half, at a company out of Waltham, Massachusetts. So that was a really good experience. I moved up the ranks there, became a senior director eventually. And then after that, I went back to consulting. At that time, I already had the geography freedom. They're very open to have that. But I went back to consulting because I saw more opportunities there financially. And also, I wanted to be more of, my own boss instead of having an employee. There's a different dynamic there. Being an employee in the corporate world versus me consulting now, where I come to clients as the expert. So it's a different angle, right? It's me direct with the clients, and there's no right or wrong. It all depends on what you like and what you want to do. So I went back to consulting. That's what I've been doing now. Just been consulting for the past year, and that has allowed me to come here and live anywhere I want, and travel anytime I want. I still have to work and put the hours in, but I'm very thankful and blessed by being in this position for sure. So very thankful for that. But if you guys are not familiar with Google Ads and how that works, I'm going to show you right now how it works. And hopefully that may even inspire you if you're thinking about leaving your job or doing something else part-time on the side, so that eventually you can make that shift. I'm going to share some tips with you and how that works, and hopefully, in this video, you're not only getting to know me, but you might find some helpful tips as well. Now let's go. I'm going to record my screen, and I'm going to show you some of the insights of how being a Google Ads manager works. Let's go. All right, guys. So I'm going to give you an insight of how Google Ads works. Okay. So let's say you are you're managing a client's account. There's a lot of local businesses there that need the service. So let's say someone searches here for dentist in Boston, Massachusetts. Boom. Now, as you can see, these are all ads that are appearing here, and these businesses will get charged every time someone clicks on these ads. Okay, so these are all ads, and these are map listings. This is also an ad, so your ad can appear here as well. And these are all organic search results. Okay, so this is what Google picks to show. But as you can see, Google Ads is so powerful because the ads appear at the top. So this is the first thing that people see when they search. And these are all ads. That's why companies love to advertise on Google, because if someone's searching, in this example for a dentist, they have a really high intent, right? It's not like they're seeing a random ad on the newspaper or on the radio or even an ad on Facebook that it's not quite maybe what they're looking for at that point in time. But here, the person is searching for that at that moment. And that's why companies love to advertise on Google Ads. Now, there is a lot of campaigns that you can run inside Google Ads, but this is the main service that people look for, and that's what we're going to cover here today, just to keep this simple. Okay. Now, so basically, that's how it works. You put the keywords into the Google Ads system, and then you write the ads. Okay. And basically, every time someone searches for those keywords, and these are called, keywords inside the Google Ads platform, you write the ads that you want to show that are related to these keywords, and then
the user would go to the landing page. Now, I'm not going to click on these ads because they're going to pay for this, so it's just not ethical to do that. But that's the idea of Google Ads. Okay, that's how why companies pay a lot of money to do this. Now, let's go inside the account. I'm just going to give you a sneak peek. One of the clients that I manage. So as you can see, this client since January 1st through March 3rd here has spent over $1 million. So they're spending about 500,000, a month. Now, this is like a corporate level client. This is not something that you would be managing right off the bat if you were ever thinking about getting into Google Ads. Okay, but the goal here is just to show you how the Google Ads platform looks like. So this is what we call campaigns. So inside these campaigns, we have different ad groups, and inside these ad groups, okay, we have the keywords that we're bidding on and the ads that are related to the keywords. So someone clicks in here. This is the ad that you see here. Okay, and this term, that's what I put inside the ad group. Now, we're not going to go in depth in how this works. I'm going to leave a link in the description below, but it's not that complicated, okay? Once you learn how to do it, it just looks complicated, but it's not. After you have a step-by-step process on what to do, this is quite easy, okay? You just have to put some time in to learn this. But someone clicks on the ad and it goes to the client's website, okay? But that's basically, how Google Ads works. And that's why companies love it, right? Small business and, they love it. Medium-sized business and big business, like this corporate level client that I just showed you here. Now, here's the thing. Someone asked me, I was hanging out with some people grabbing beer. They asked me, what would I do if I was just starting out, right? Because remember, with this skill here, you can learn, right? You can do a lot of things here. You can go the affiliate marketing route. You can, manage accounts for clients. You can do consulting. You can do a lot of different things. But what I would do, okay, if I was starting out, I would reach out to people I know that own businesses or small business in my area. And I would basically tell them, hey, you know what? I took this course. I learned how to do this, how to manage Google Ads. And I'm not charging anything. I'm doing this for free. All you have to do is to come up with a budget, invest a little bit, and I'll manage it for you for free. And then I would say something like, and the reason is because I'm starting out now. So all I ask, in the future is a good testimonial if you see results. Okay. So again, it's a very no-brainer offer because the client won't have to pay you a management fee. But after it starts working, what I would do, I would say, hey, listen, now I have some real clients. I can no longer manage this for you for free. But if you want, I can charge you X. If it's a small business and you charge them like $300, $200 to do this, because they have small budgets. Most of them, if it's a really small business, they won't invest more than $1,000 a month. So if you charge them 200, 300 management fee, that's reasonable. That's what I would do. And then think about it. If you're charging $300 a month for a management fee, all you need is about 7 clients, and you're good to live in most countries in the world. If you earn $2,000 per month, and if you're familiar with my videos and other videos about Brazil and other countries, $2,000 a month, you can pretty much live anywhere and live a really good lifestyle. So all you need really is 7 clients. So that's how easy that could be for you, you know, and what I would do too, I would not leave my job. I would do this part time, right? Because you can do this really part time. And let's say if I got 7 clients or what have you, then I would leave my job and just do this full time. Okay, but that's what I would do. And the reason why I like that idea is because then I'm using the client's money to not only gain experience, and obviously you're gonna try to do your best, right? But you don't have to come up with your own money. The thing with affiliate marketing and other things is that you got to come up with your own money for testing, and that may not work. Therefore, you're just, you know, you're going to be spending money and not have any return here. I would start off with this. This is what I would do. Gain the experience, and then I would go the route of either getting more clients or even getting a full-time job and get, like, you know, get paid well. If you're into that kind of stuff, if you like working and have a steady job, then you already have the experience, and you could do that as well. Or even promote your own business. If you have a, you know, a business that's doing some things, you know, if you learn how to manage Google Ads, you can learn how to promote your own business depending on your situation. If you have a business idea, you can test that with Google Ads. But that's what I would do if I was starting all over again. And another thing that someone could do if they know how to manage campaigns in Google Ads, right, is to come to websites like Fiverr or Upwork. These are freelance websites, and you can apply for related jobs here, you know. So if I just type Google Ads, you see, then there's, you know, services you can provide. And I would look at these freelance websites to pick up some gigs as well. People also post that they need stuff like this on Craigslist, and etc. And also, as you can see, you can just search for SEM specialist. So SEM stands for, you know, search engine marketing. And as you can see, there's tons of jobs regarding being an SEM specialist. People also call PPC specialists. But as you can see, this position here is remote. This one is a hybrid. You want the remote one. As you can see, there's a lot of remote. See, PPC specialist, remote position, 35 to 45. This one, you know, doesn't quite say, but it's also entry level. You see that? So there are a lot of jobs, guys, in this area. And I know that because I used to be a director, so I used to hire a lot of people. And there is a lot of demand and now not a lot of qualified people applying. So it's definitely a good, you know, area to be explored work-wise. And I just love SEM program specialist. This one is 50 to 65K full-time. And what's the level? Associate. Cool. So as you can see, a little higher salary here in this company. But if you keep looking, there's a lot of jobs here. See another one remote. This is for senior. Okay. This is for a senior position. They're not saying the salary here, but you get the point. Another remote position here. But this is SEO. This is a different thing. So this is a hybrid position. This is a remote one. As you can see, another remote one. So there's a lot of jobs, even on Indeed, as you can see, SEM program specialist, full-time remote. A lot of people, a lot of companies are going remote. So the terms that you would search for is SEM specialist or PPC specialist, okay? But SEM paid search support specialist. So you want to use 3 words, either SEM or PPC or paid search. Okay. And this is for, the job that we're talking about here. And as you can see, there's a lot of entry-level positions. So when you learn the skill, there's a lot of things you can do. It all depends on your personality and what you see yourself doing, okay? But hopefully that this has bring you some insight, not only in what I do, but also if anyone is still thinking about living a lifestyle where, you just get to travel around, working from home remotely at cafes and things like that. Hopefully this brought you some insight of one of the things, of many things out there that you can do. But for me, if I was starting off, I would not switch professions. I'll stick to this because it's pretty straightforward, and I could start doing this using get experience using people's money, meaning my clients' money, and doing my best to deliver the best possible results. But that's it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll leave a link in the description below if anyone is interested in learning how to manage Google Ads. And we'll go from there. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.